This video is brought to you by Gamersubs. Use code MHB at checkout for 10% off your next order. Black myth Wukong seems to have taken the internet by storm since it was released last week, and I have to be honest, I wasn't too interested in playing the game initially. But after seeing all the rave reviews and watching so many of my fellow trophy and achievement hunting pals playing the game, I can't lie, the game did start to pique my interest. The game visually looks amazing, the combat and bosses look great, and the unique setting really got me thinking, hey, maybe I give this game a go. I mean, it's not like I was doing anything better with my time, to be fair. Why not be a little topical for once? So I decided to pick up the game and see what all the commotion's about. Now, right off the bat, I thought this was a Souls-like, but in reality, what we have here is a good old Crash Bandicoot clone. I know people were saying Crash was the Dark Souls of platformers, but this is a little ridiculous. Oh, I've bought the wrong game. So this is Wukong, everyone. As I said, a Crash Bandicoot clone that was released a couple of years ago, and after it was suggested to me on stream, I figured, what the hell, let's have a laugh. With all the hype for Black Myth, why not see if this other Wukong game is any good, and of course grab the Platinum Trophy while we're at it. As always, if you do end up enjoying the content, be sure to like the video, comment below some more Platinums you'd like to see me tackle next, subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos, go over to twitch.tv/MayorHairBear where we stream most Platinum Journeys live, or MayorHairBear VODs in case you can't catch the streams, but still enjoy hours and hours of content. So what's the story of this game? What type of adventure are we on today? Well, our character, Wukong, was taking a nap and lost all his stuff while cloud surfing. And that's it. We just need to get all his stuff back he lost while sailing across these levels. Alright, I wasn't really coming here for the story anyway. If you know me, you know I love me some Crash Bandicoot, and I'm no stranger to the Crash clones either, as the PS1 was littered with them. So is Wukong at least a fun Crash clone? Surprisingly, yeah, it is. The platforming feels alright. Of course, we have a spin attack as well as a ranged attack with our staff. It's a chill little platformer where along the way we'll need to find 3 scrolls and 3 jaded dragons in each level. If you've played any platformers before, these are pretty easy to find just by making sure you check your lefts and rights. Now, this game doesn't really need a step-by-step breakdown, as I sort of just went in with the intentions of beating the game whilst collecting all the scrolls and dragons, which saw me complete the first level. Journey started. Alright, now we can't back out. By the end of the 3rd level, completed all the bonus stages. On Cloud 9. Complete all extra... Wait, what? Is that all the bonus parts already? We're on level 3. Found 10 scrolls and 10 dragons. Recommended reading. Find 10 scrolls, nice. And shiny, which I'm assuming is, yep, 10 jade dragons. We're smashing through it. We'll finish this easy peasy. Collected 500 coins. Spare change. That's 500 coins already? Oh my good lord. Spun back 10 projectiles at enemies. Spin to win. That's returning, okay. In the level Descent, broke every jar in the level. A jarring deal. Defeated every type of enemy. Understaffed. Found 20 dragons, scrolls, and completed all the mountain levels. Scholar. Find 20 scrolls. Archaeologist. Find 20 jade dragons. And King of the Mountains. Complete all levels set in the mountains. Okay. That was a nice little bit of trophy spam. And for beating the game, found every scroll, dragon, and every level set in the temples. On a roll. That's the game? Oh dear lord, why'd you give me the thing for 20 scrolls then? That belongs in a museum, so that's for all the jade dragons. And Journey to the West, complete the adventure. And King of the Temples. See, that's what confused me, because I was like, all mountain levels. I was like, okay, so maybe this is the first area. Nah. Oh, and we got this ending for our efforts as well, for all our hard work. Now you might be thinking, geez, we breezed through those, we only have 5 trophies left. Well, you see, the funny thing about this game is, there's only 8 levels on offer here, and honestly, not that much to talk about. Again, the collectibles are very easy to find, the platforming is pretty standard, and the enemies all die in one hit. But what about the rest? If the remaining trophies were so simple, I'm sure we'd have gotten them during our playthrough, and you're right. The remaining trophies were mainly centered around level-specific challenges, like the first one, Unfazed, which is for finishing Descent without taking damage. This one had me retrying quite a few times because if I wasn't getting hit by stray rocks being thrown at me or enemies dying into me, I was falling off platforms altogether due to the time platforms. Woohoo! Unfazed. Okay, that was way more annoying than I was hoping. Next up, I just made sure to grind out some kills in the first level to defeat 50 enemies with the returning staff, which basically just requires you to claw grip your controller, throw our staff in a direction, and then run the opposite way before returning it. Oh, that was quick. Didn't see that coming. Sweet. This next trophy I think is just genuinely bugged though, and that is the trophy Olay for defeating all the bulls in the level Mountain Trek. Sounds easy enough when all the bulls are on the main path, but I did this at least 8 or 9 times to no avail because the bulls for whatever reason can just not die when they fall, and there's nothing you can really do about that. Hell, you won't even know until you reach the end of the level anyway because you can't make sure most of them die. But thankfully, and I'm not sure if doing this level deathless helped at all, but I did finally get it to work. Oh, Olay, thank goodness. What a glitchy trophy that is. I feel like you just can't die there. Leaving just the trophy Charted, which is for finding all the hidden coins in the level Lone Peak, which was pretty simple once I learned they're all basically near the start of the level, and just like that, the trophy popped along with our platinum trophy, and our time with Wukong was over. Charted, there we go. Let's go. End of the journey. Easy peasy Wukong squeezy. So, after an hour and 40 minutes in total, yeah, this was really short and even put me amongst some of the fastest achievers if I do toot my own horn. What did I think of Wukong's Platinum Trophy and the game in general? Well, first let's talk about the game because I went into this thinking this was going to be some utter slop, and it wasn't. It's a solid Crash clone that was pretty fun to play if I'm honest. I just wish it was a bit longer. I mean, 8 levels, I know the game is a cheap one, but I think with a bit more levels, a bit more variety in the existing levels, and a story that, well, tried, this could have been pretty special. But for what it was a bit of fun with an almost freebie of a platinum. I mean, under 2 hours for a platinum is always a bit cheeky, but if you've got an hour or 2 to spare and just need some type of platformer, you could do worse. Not a glowing endorsement, but it sort of just is a fine little game that for a meme was fun to play while everyone else is busy with the other Wukong title. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, make sure to leave a comment with the real Wukong to let me know that you made it to the end. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave it a like because it helps let me know that you enjoyed yourself. Comment below some more games you want to see get platinum next, as well as answering how are we enjoying Black Myth Wukong if we've played it. Thank you as always to all my channel members for that extra level of support, and special thanks to those in the Bear Club, G&T Papi, Jackie White, Nugget, Darkwolf, Daniel Fitzgerald, Scott Unwin, Steel Vanguard, NPO Crusader, Nef, and Lug Knights. It really does mean a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, go give my socials a follow if you fancy at MayorHairBear, join the Discord server to have a chat, go and chuck me a follow on Twitch if you want to see most of these Platinum Journeys live, or MayorHairBear VODs if you can't make the streams, but still want to watch hours and hours of content at your own pace, and I'll catch you all in the next video.